I want a new DC or Marvel game that continues to release content every now and then. And I know when you hear that, you start thinking about things like the Marvel Avengers game, and that's not what I mean. I don't want a live service game. I would like something less like the Avengers game and something more like Dragon Ball Kakarot. It's just a big single player RPG with a big focus on the story, and every now and then they release DLC packs, which are huge, big playable sections of new different parts of the Dragon Ball universe. So with the main story being the entirety of the Dragon Ball Z story, you have the DLC being stuff like the World Martial Arts Tournament or Dragon Ball Daima. You have so many different routes you could go with this, like the Arkham games for series have a bunch of different characters. You can have a bunch of different characters, and maybe each expansion is a different character story. Or maybe you do something more like Marvel Midnight Suns, where you start with a group of characters. Maybe you could do the Defenders and maybe have the game be focused on the entirety of New York, and every expansion is a different part of that. So maybe you have like a Spider-Man expansion and an Avengers expansion, stuff like that. It doesn't have to be for every single movie or show release, but every now and then having game content releasing alongside it, I think would be pretty cool. There's so many different ways you can pull this off, but I think it's very important that you focus on the story and you tell a good story. It doesn't have to be the story of the movie that's coming out alongside it, but just with the same characters. So like, for example, with Spider-Man Brand New Day, you could have something with Spider-Man and Punisher. It doesn't have to be based on Brand New Day, but just include those characters. Overall, I think superheroes have a lot of stories to tell, and I think video games are slightly underutilized when it comes to doing that, and I think this would be a good way to get more of those stories out into that medium. But that could also just be me being a Kakarot fan and liking superheroes a lot. Let me know what you think about this idea. I've been Chikes. I'll see you.